welcome to our video.
I hope you guys have a great weekend.
So guys, what are we going to talk about today?
In the last video, we have discussed what critical thinking is it important, and its connection with skepticism. But have you ever wondered what critical thinkers would do in their daily life, especially when they're reading news online, or as we call critical readers? What is their personality? What is their characters? So, if you're a critical reader or you want to be one, here are the characteristics. So, if you're a critical reader or you want to be one, the first one is a critical thinker always examines every piece of evidence or arguments presented. Then they always check on the influences that are present in the evidence or argument. The third characteristic is that they would check out the limitation of the focus or study design. The next one is examining the interpretation that were made. Lastly, they always decide on what they should prepare to accept the arguments, opinion, conclusion, or something else. So Amanda, do you think being a critical reader is important?
Critical reading is an important precursor to critical writing because critical reading can examine the evidence or arguments presented, check out any influence on the evidence or arguments, check out the limitation of study design or focus, examine the interpretation made, and decide to what extent you are prepared to accept the author's arguments, opinion, or conclusion. Textbooks on critical reading commonly ask students to accomplish certain goals, to recognize an outer purpose, to understand tone and persuasive elements, to recognize bias. Notice that none of these goals actually refers to something on the page. Each requires inference from evidence within the text. Recognizing purpose involves inferring a basis for choices of content and language. Recognizing tone and persuasive element involves classifying the nature of language choices. Recognizing bias involves classifying the nature of pattern of choice of content and language. Critical reading is not simply close and careful reading. To read critically, one must actively recognize and analyze evidence upon the page.
Yes, usually writers have their own stance or attitude, tone, bias, and purpose in their writing. Tone is the author attitude toward the topics. The author attitude will be expressed to the words and details. For example, when writers talk about men's that using makeup, the writers will show if he or she is against it or supporting it. Tone will decide how the text sound, and readers will respond emotionally to the tone of the text. For some examples like confident, angry, aggressive, sad, and many more. Bias will occur when a writer shows practically or prejudice against someone, something, or some ideas. So if they want to have some opinion, they will consider having some reason or evidence before stating it.
Yeah, so that is all for today. Hope you guys enjoy our video. See you on the next one. Don't forget to subscribe,
Like,
and comment.
bye
Bye-bye.
bye.